Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Zinayashi, the Asperger King, and today we're going to be reacting to the video reacting to Delusional Anti-Capitalist by Misha Petrov. Let's get into it.
My rant is that capitalism is the greatest evil in the world, oppressing all of us.
Oh my God.
So oppressed. 80 vinyl variants of the same album. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire?
These are the Reno cars I was just referencing.
I'm anti-capitalist and anti-work. Loser for capitalism.
Hollywood has developed this obsession with anti-capitalist rhetoric. Work is oppression. We should all win equally.
Lazy
somehow.
people.
Meanwhile, the people saying this are
Lazy
standing in
losers.
designer outfits, worth more than most people's rent, promoted by billionaire dollar studios, surrounded by PR teams, agents, and sponsorships. The irony is insane, and
Yes,
it's only
it is
getting
insane.
worse. So we're going to take a look at a recent video that's going viral with someone named Poppy Liu and what she has to say about capitalism, which, by the way, absolutely has flaws. Corporate greed exists, right?
Yeah.
Exploitative labor exists. Wealth inequality is real, all of that. But there's a massive difference between saying capitalism has structural problems and saying capitalism is the greatest evil on earth. The thing that annoys you the most
That's a
about
bit
capitalism.
extreme.
Oh my God. Oh, there's so long.
Oh my goodness.
Where do I start? The only people that really benefit are the top 0.003%. Yes, you don't benefit.
I love
Also, this anti-capitalist rhetoric
capitalists.
has become a social symbol, especially among the wealthy creatives here, right? They condemn an economic system that made their lifestyles possible, say things like, oh, the
Yeah.
only people that it benefits are the 0.003%. Meanwhile, extreme poverty
people.
rates collapsed over the last century. Access to medicine, transportation, technology, food, information expanded dramatically.
It's very simple. It's just way too imbalanced. There's no way
Oh,
you can have
wow.
all that damn money and people out here and can't eat.
Communism isn't
is
the
a system
answer.
of evil that is oppressing all of us. You look so oppressed.
No.
In a hamster race in which the majority of people
That's
cannot
what
win.
capitalism is part of the reason why you can have those
for everyone
stupid
when you kind of
opinions,
need someone to
bitch.
be poor for someone to be rich. I don't know that you think that putting other people down is the only way that you can win.
Okay, well, we're in late-stage capitalism, so if you don't love it, it's almost over.
The unfairness of the entire system.
The idea that we
Then
can all
do
win together, I
something
hate
about
that that's
it.
what comes from this all, because we can. Why not?
Civilization requires labor. Food does not teleport into Whole Foods
Yeah.
through your feminist manifestation circles that you guys attend, right? And you have to film
Idiots.
it. That's not how it works. Your oat milk lattes exist because thousands of people work to produce it, to transport it, to refrigerate it, to market it, and then sell it. And human societies have always required
Indeed.
work because survival itself requires production. Capitalism simply happens to be one of the only systems in history that massively rewarded innovation, entrepreneurship, productivity at this scale. Again, does that mean it is
Yes.
perfect? No.
I
But it
love
sure is better than
capitalism.
communism, which fails every
Communism
single
is
time.
bullshit.
No, you won't. It's some utopia.
I hate capitalism. I have a lot of stuff and the government would steal all my stuff to redistribute it to everybody so everybody has the same amount of stuff, which I think is total bullshit. Fuck communism. And millions have died because of communism.
Utopian fantasy that completely ignores the way humans are wired. It's like this desire that we should all win equally, okay?
No.
If people contribute different amounts, take different risks, possess different talents, work different hours, they make different choices, okay? And they create different levels of value. But this perfect equality of outcome is just fantasy,
Perfect
okay? It's not
equality
possible.
of
Every system
outcome is
that attempted to
stupid
forcibly engineer
nonsense.
total economic equality eventually produced what? Corruption, shortages, authoritarianism, mass suffering.
Yes.
No better than capitalism, that's for sure. The funniest part, though, is that these people are not anti-capitalist revolutionaries living off the grid, right, in some commune somewhere.
Yes.
They are celebrities with agents, with PR teams, stylists,
Indeed.
sponsors, explaining to ordinary people that capitalism is evil while enjoying every privilege the system gave them. And the more privileged
Yeah,
the environment
they
becomes,
need to
the more
shut
radical
up.
the language gets. Well, the currency is made up, credit is made up, debt is made up. Why do
I
people
like
have
her
student
hair.
debt?
What game is this?
We've run out of options, Theseus.
Prepare for an orbital strike.
Are you sure, Nessa?
Currency is made up. Okay, gold only has value though because
Yeah.
humans collectively agreed it does. Same thing with money.
Money.
Also, same thing with your movie contracts are technically made up too, right? So feel free to wire your paycheck to me. if none of it matters, right? Go ahead and do that.
Why are
Send
we
me
all
your
grinding
money.
here?
For money, you do it for money, you do it for fame. You're doing this yourself.
Why are we all working so hard to make money for who?
I'm working so hard. I have to put on my designer outfit.
That's not
this
hard
morning,
work at
and then I
all.
have
She
to,
works
like,
very
act
little
stuff,
and
I
gets
guess.
paid
My
too
brand is that
much.
capitalism is the greatest evil in the world. Greater than war, genocide, slavery, authoritarian regimes, terrorism, cartel violence, human trafficking. And you notice how none of these people, or the people on TikTok that we'll take a look at also, they never say, I think economic systems need reform. No, it's the greatest evil. Every problem you've ever had stems from capitalism.
They're
also,
a bit
Poppy
extreme
Liu
with
immigrated
what they
to
say.
America. Okay, she built a successful career in Hollywood, accumulated wealth and influence through one of the most capitalist industries on earth. Then she turned around,
They're
publicly condemned
hypocrites.
capitalism as evil. Becoming so successful through a system that you claim is the worst evil imaginable. And something you'll hear is, well, that's like saying you criticize society, yet you participate in society. You live in a society, so it doesn't make sense. But that's not the argument. No one is saying you can't criticize capitalism. While living under capitalism, I critique aspects of it as well, because it is not perfect.
Yeah.
There's a difference between saying, this system has flaws,
It
and
does
this
have
is the greatest
flaws,
evil on earth.
but I
Well,
like it.
enthusiastically benefit from a Hollywood red carpet, right? If I consistently said something like, America is the worst country, but I stay, I benefit from all the freedoms and opportunities America has offered me, I make absolutely no effort to leave, people would obviously call that contradictory as well, because it is. And there is no shortage of TikTokers saying that as well. Mostly Gen Z, mostly privileged as... Oh, well, I don't have money to leave. Okay, tell us the plan at least. Where would you go? Let's say you make it big. Tomorrow you can book a ticket. Where are you going? But most of the time they
Yeah,
don't
where
even
you
get to
gonna
that
go,
point. They
bitch?
just complain. People that are like, oh, but like, don't you enjoy the nice things? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I do. And also, I would be okay with it if it meant that more people in the world could live without oppression. Like, hello, hi. You have these studios producing movies criticizing greed, wealth, billionaires, consumerism. They package all of that into a profitable entertainment product that they sell to you, and
Yeah.
you buy it, and you leave the theater what? Enlightened?
It's a
You're going to dismantle
scam.
capitalism now? Like, I can't. You're supporting these celebrities that are anti-capitalist. Buying
I
their
don't
movie
support
tickets,
any
buying their products,
celebrities,
their merch.
or in the
It's
mainstream
insane.
celebrities
I'll
at
give you
least.
for saying this, but I think celebrities shouldn't exist. Like, not that people shouldn't exist, but like the concept of a celebrity opinion. I think celebrities are an invention of capitalism. That is a very new, very recent, historically speaking, tool at effectively neutralizing the masses, because celebrities don't happen organically. The ruling class decides who becomes celebrities. Why so many celebrities are nepo babies who became famous, not because of their own skill and talent, but because somebody close to them decided they wanted to make them famous.
Okay, with the Nepo baby thing, I agree with some of what he said. But also
Nepo
think about the
babies.
random people who became famous from YouTube, from Vine, from Twitch, from gaming videos, from their podcasts, right? From makeup tutorials, from singing covers, right? TikTok dances. So yeah, nepotism exists in Hollywood, obviously. Powerful people helping their children is not unique to capitalism, though. That existed under monarchies, communist regimes, every civilization in human history, okay? It's not like, wow, this is so new. I've never seen this before. The difference is that under capitalism, audiences still ultimately decide relevance. So you can buy somebody opportunities, but you can't force millions of people to keep watching someone they genuinely dislike forever. And we've
I
seen
don't like
plenty
most
of Nepo babies
mainstream
flop
celebrities.
regardless of how much industry backing they get. Because sometimes they're just boring and no one gives after a certain point.
Celebrities are so very new as a concept. Like, we've always had artists historically. Artists becoming celebrities under the concept of how we understand celebrities today. It's only been a thing for like the last 100 years or so. I think that's intentional.
Humans idolizing famous figures, that's existed in ancient civilizations. Think of like gladiators, idols, medieval societies, worship royalty. Humans admire generals, poets, actors, all of it, long before stock markets.
Karl Marx once wrote that religion is the opiate of the masses, taking something that is naturally occurring in human societies and twisting it into a tool used to control and placate the masses. And for thousands of years before capitalism, it was an effective tool used by empires across the
guy
world.
has a
With
nose
modernization,
ring,
fewer
but
and
he's
fewer
not
people were
totally
following religion. The
insane.
ruling class had to come up with
Wow.
something else. And what do you know? People have always admired artists. What if we took these artists, funded their careers, and elevated them to the same degree of societal influence as religion itself?
I feel like modern political ideology functions more like religion than celebrity culture. Because people online already have these purity tests, right?
I
Public
hate it.
shaming. excommunication, cancellation. You
Shaming
disagree with
doesn't
us,
work
that's
on
the
me.
same. Out.
If you are spending so much of your time and energy towards worshiping and defending your faves, pouring so much of your money into buying their products and merch, you're not going to have the time, energy, nor space to be focused on anything else, let alone a revolution, or even questioning the system that allowed them to become celebrities in the first place.
So celebrity culture is not uniquely capitalist. That is part of human psychology, which can definitely be taken too far. There is 100% an unhealthy version of that, which I completely agree with
Yes.
him on, in terms of parasocial behavior, in terms of literal celebrity worship. Another thing I find strange is that these individuals are also posting on TikTok trying to build an audience around their own opinions. Cool, you're trying to make it big yourself. But in their minds,
Me
apparently
too.
celebrity culture is evil right up until people start reposting your videos, validating your monologues. And so
Bunch of
often,
hypocrites.
all these anti-capitalist influencers, they eventually become their own favorite exception. That's the hypocrisy.
So I'm anti-capitalist and anti-work. And
Oh my god,
I am pretty
anti-work
vocal about that,
loser.
and I know that people find me annoying because I'm very
You are
persistent and I'm very
annoying and
staunch in my beliefs.
stupid.
I do think that there are lines of work that people could be passionate about, but because we live in a world where you literally have to work to the point of burnout in order to survive, it sucks the fun and enjoyment and fulfillment out of even the most fulfilling jobs, right? And so
No,
I,
you
like, if I'm
people
saying
just
something
don't know
positive
how to
about my
manage
job,
your
or I
money
think I would
right.
like this line of work, or I think I'm going to accept a job where like the work schedule is like this, or like here's my plan to have multiple streams of income, you know, people will be like, oh yeah, that sounds great, until you have to actually work. Yeah, that sounds great, until you find something to complain about. Or like they'll send me a meme that's like
Bunch of
complaining about
whiner
work, generally
babies.
speaking, and they'll be like, oh my god, this is like so you, like derogatory.
So your friends are noticing a pattern with you, pointing it out.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're just built different, I guess. I guess you're just built different. That you enjoy being a loser for capitalism. That you enjoy working a meaningless job that literally does nothing to contribute any sort of positivity to the world.
I've been wanting to try our lower income or mineralizing gum and don't know which
I'll
flavor
try
to
this
choose.
gum
You're in
someday.
Right now you can get the 5 flavors.
So burnout is real, overworking is real. Those are, again, legitimate concerns of modern day work culture.
Yeah.
But who is going to keep society functioning, right? Who grows the food? Who builds the homes? Who repairs infrastructure? Who keeps your electricity running? Who develops the medicine? Who codes these apps that you rant on all day? That is not capitalist oppression. Every society in human history required work because survival itself requires production. Labor was
Yeah.
not invented by Jeff Bezos. All right? If you
Indeed.
disagree, suddenly you are a loser for capitalism, right? Working a meaningless job, which is actually kind of elitist. It comes off that way. I mean,
it
nurses,
is
electricians,
elitist.
plumbers, farmers, service workers are all just pathetic capitalist drones because they contribute to a functioning society instead of filming anti-capitalist TikToks in their car between iced coffee
Oh my
runs. So you want it
goodness.
all. You want fast internet, you want your coffee shops, your transportation, you want some utopian fantasy where all of that somehow continues to exist without incentives and without labor. But people absolutely can find fulfillment through work, creativity, ambition.
Yeah.
The problem is this imbalance, exploitation, but nobody should have to work is not a serious solution to that problem.
Ladies and
Everyone
gentlemen,
needs to
you're
work at
anti-capitalism.
something.
Billionaires are bad people. Queen Billie Eilish has launched another useless
I don't listen
product
to Billie
sell to her
Eilish.
fans.
That's okay because it's Billy and we stand Billy.
Billie Eilish unboxing her custom-themed Viewmaster 3D for her new concert film. A few months ago, we saw her selling her name on Uno
Oh my
cards.
goodness.
Go to her website right now. A 3D track jacket costs $150. A black zip
Holy,
hoodie, $125.
that's insane.
Hit me hard and soft mesh basketball shorts, $125. You can get cheaper shorts at Lululemon. These are the Uno cards I was just referencing. Mattel
Oh my
is the company that
goodness.
owns Uno. And Mattel is a publicly traded company.
Ugh.
And who are the companies that own the
Losers.
most percentage of Mattel, BlackRock, and Vanguard? Hedge
I
fund
hate
investment group,
BlackRock and
15%,
Vanguard.
Vanguard,
They're
10 to
evil
12%,
bastards.
BlackRock, 8 to 10%. If you're going to go out there and call out people like that, you can't be partnering with places like this. I will ask you this. Don't you have enough money already?
Yeah, because she was saying that about the
Yeah.
billionaires.
Love you all, but there's a few people in here that have a lot more money than me. And,
Oh
you're a
well.
billionaire. Why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties.
But she's selling It's pretty expensive merch, right? Uno
Yeah.
cards tied to massive
I'm not
corporations
buying any
and
of it
investment firms.
because I don't care
Which,
about
there's
her.
nothing wrong with making money. I respect entrepreneurship,
Yeah,
but
me
at some
too.
point you have to pick a lane. And also you can't be like, oh, no one is illegal on stolen land. No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oh my goodness. Why?
From a celebrity
Shut
living
up,
in a
bitch.
mansion on stolen land that you're not giving back.
The Native American Tongva tribe replied to Billie by pointing out that her $3 million Los Angeles mansion sits on their ancestral land. Eilish has not contacted our tribe directly regarding her property.
She's a hypocrite.
It is our hope that in future discussions, the tribe can explicitly be referenced to ensure the public understands that the greater Los Angeles basin remains Gabrielino Tongva territory. I would have gone with, we'll accept your land acknowledgement in the form of a deed transfer.
So clearly private ownership suddenly matters once enough wealth and comfort enters the equation, or is that only for you? Only you can have that luxury. Because, nothing says anti-capitalist rebellion quite like selling $125 basketball shorts to your fans from your mansion. It's the same thing we saw with the celebrities at the Met Gala. Think Sarah Paulson, who wore that dollar bill over her eyes that was very stunning and brave.
That's so dumb.
Met Gala. Just don't go if you want to make a statement. But no, she wanted to enjoy the wealth and the luxury and to mingle with other celebrities and billionaires. So, what role do celebrities play under capitalism? Like, why does capitalism need
they're the
celebrities,
circus
and how does capitalism
of the bread and
use
circus
celebrities
that
to further its own
the elites are
ends?
selling
Aspiration
us.
devices, and the second is distraction devices. And our aspiration is profitable for capitalism because as we continue to want to be famous so badly and to think that being famous and having status and wealth and influence and money will be the solution to all our problems and more. Who's forcing you to think that? By celebrities existing in a way that is fun to consume, we are distracted from the realities of our condition. It's weird because she treats ordinary people like mindless NPCs with no personal agency whatsoever. Humans naturally gravitate toward things like beauty and status and talent, and that existed long before capitalism. Many are aspirational by nature. Capitalism did not invent that. But nobody is forcing people to obsess over influencers or believe that fame will solve all their problems. People choose what they consume, okay?
Yeah.
Celebrities are profitable because audiences voluntarily pay attention to them. If everybody stopped caring tomorrow, the market would collapse. But people naturally do aspire upwards. The actual problem is unhealthy parasocial obsession combined with social media addiction, right? Not human nature, which capitalism did not invent. I don't think there's a single morally hypocritical fan base out there than Swifties. Because from my understanding, a big part of the Swifties fan base is liberal, feminist women. So here's some of the contradictions I've observed that I would like you to riddle me this. So it's always eat the rich, unless it's Taylor Swift. It's always there can never be an ethical billionaire until it's Taylor Swift. Then you have the climate change warriors now defending private jets. Taylor Swift is number one in a lot of things. She is also the number one celebrity CO2 polluter 2 years in a row. Then I always see she's a feminist icon, but every single one of her albums revolves around men. If we want to talk about decentering men, and you want to know one woman who has yet to decenter men, it's Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her music, but from what I have heard, my guess would be at least 90% of her music is about men and her relationships with men. So I'm not sure how that could be interpreted as decentering men, which is fine, by the way, if you love romance and romantic songs and breakup songs, whatever, everyone has their thing. But to claim this is a woman that is decentering men, then the narrative of Taylor's anti-capitalist while she sells 80 vinyl variants of the same album. Do you guys not realize that every limited edition of the album coming out in different colors is a marketing ploy? And y'all eat it up while saying that capitalism is evil. No, because a lot of her fans are young, like very young girls. And you say she empowers women, but her brand, her lyrics are really built on being a perpetual victim. I'm just saying that maybe the real anti-hero is the cognitive dissonance that we made along the way. Billionaires are evil unless she's the billionaire. Private jets are destroying the planet unless she's on the jet. And Taylor Swift's business model is incredibly capitalist. Okay, it is about scarcity marketing, limited editions, right? She is objectively one of the most commercially sophisticated entertainers alive. And I think it is
Yes, she
impressive,
is.
the business intelligence here. Again, I'm not a fan of Taylor, but you gotta give it to her. She knows how to make money. What's funny, though, is watching all these people denounce capitalism, and then they participate in one of the most successful capitalist fandom ecosystems there ever was. Or at least one of the most successful ones, for sure. The people screaming the loudest about capitalism almost always seem to enjoy its luxuries the most. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to keep making videos like this, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to see more. Remember to like and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, that's it for today's video, everyone. Please like the video, comment your thoughts, opinions, and questions. Tell me what I could do better in my videos. That would help me out a bit.
A simple
And remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make YouTube into a profitable career for myself. It only takes a second to do, and it's free. Thank you, everybody who's already subscribed to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Peace out. See you in the next video. Bye.